Hey guys, my name is Dice Rollin. Today we're going to be taking a look into a horror classic that terrified audiences of the 70s and for decades after. So without further ado, let's dig up The Exorcist. During the scene where Father Karras visits his mother in the mental institution, you are seeing quite a few real mental patients. That's because a hidden camera was used in an actual asylum in order to get the scenes shot. Mercedes McCambridge, who was the uncredited voice of Pazuzu, opted to take on a special diet in order to get the proper rasp and unnatural tone to her voice for the part. She drank whiskey, ate raw eggs, and even chain-smoked. To take this a step further, William Friedkin decided to tie her to a chair to make the struggling sound more authentic. However, the performance given from this ended up terrifying not just the actress, but the director himself. The vomit scene didn't go as planned, but was done in just one take. Originally, the green liquid was supposed to hit Father Karras in the chest, so the reaction given in the scene on his part is quite real. The breath that you see during the exorcism portion of the movie was real. Reagan's room was made into a sort of refrigerator, with 4 air conditioners that brought the temperature down to about minus 40 degrees or less. All this even caused it to snow on the set due to the moisture in the air. The sound that you hear when Reagan's head turns a full 360 degrees was made by taking an old leather wallet with cards in it and twisting it. I'm sure everyone who has seen this film remembers the horrifying sounds that Reagan produced during the exorcism. Well, those were real, at least in a manner of speaking. Jack Nietzsche was in charge of creating the audio through the movie, and decided that the best way to get some truly chilling sounds for Reagan's pain-filled yells would be to jump knees first onto his girlfriend's back. Speaking of sounds, a majority of the seemingly unnatural demon noises that you hear throughout that movie are from pigs. The scene towards the end of the movie, where Reagan is successfully exorcised, contains the sound of pigs being led to slaughter. William Peter Blatty hates the ending of the film due to numerous people misinterpreting it. Apparently, some viewers believed that the demon forced Father Karras to kill himself by diving out the window, when in fact it was a self-sacrificing move on Karras' part. Blatty blames the confusion on the editing and the way the scene was filmed. The story of The Exorcist is based from a book that's based on a real-life event. The book by the same name was published in 1971 by William Peter Blatty while he was attending Georgetown University. The novel's story is based off of an exorcism that was performed on a teen boy by the fake name of Roland Doe in 1949. Denise Nickerson, who you might remember from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, was considered for the part of Reagan. However, her parents didn't like the subject matter of the script and decided not to have her go through with taking the role. But Linda Blair's mother loved the script and had her daughter try for the role. Another actor that almost played a key part in the film was Marlon Brando, and the character he was considered for, of all people, was Father Merrin, but obviously Max von Sydow was ultimately chosen for the part. The actress who was considered initially to play Chris MacNeil may surprise you. Audrey Hepburn as Reagan's mother being backhanded and such certainly would have been an interesting portrayal, I'm sure. However, Miss Hepburn agreed to take the role, but only if the movie was filmed in Rome. The man who played Father Dyer is a real priest. His name is Reverend William J. O'Malley, and he was originally brought onto the set as a technical advisor. His role in The Exorcist was his first and only acting experience. William Friedkin was so willing to get his actors to commit to looking utterly terrified that he would fire guns frequently when they weren't expecting it. It's not very surprising to learn that actor Jason Miller didn't take too kindly to this, and at one point told Friedkin that he didn't need artificial stimulants, since he was, in fact, an actor. Max von Sydow wasn't as old as he appeared on screen. During filming, he was actually in his 30s, and had to endure 3 hours of makeup in order to achieve the look of an older man. Friedkin wasn't happy with O'Malley's acting in the scene of Father Karras's death at the stairs, so the director asked O'Malley if he trusted him. After replying yes, he was promptly slapped by Friedkin. Yes, William Friedkin actually slapped a priest. We as an audience find out later in the series that the demon who had possessed Regan's name is Pazuzu. This name is from Babylonian and Assyrian mythology pertaining to the king of demons. The Exorcist isn't a horror movie. Yes, I know, I don't go with this either. But according to the director, the film wasn't approached as a horror movie, more of a story about the mystery of faith. Author William Blatty looked at it as a supernatural detective story. Even Linda Blair herself has been known to tell people who believe it to be a horror film that they are wrong. The Exorcist was the very first horror genre film to be nominated at the Oscars in 1974. As a matter of fact, it was nominated 10 times. It won Best Screenplay and Best Sound Mixing. As with what we learned from digging up the Poltergeist, this is another film that people believe is cursed. There are some deaths of people involved in the movie, one being Max von Sydow's brother who died during the production of The Exorcist. Another was Jack McGowran, who died from the flu. Vasiliki Maliaros died due to natural causes. But the most unnerving was the case of Mercedes McCambridge's son, who murdered his wife and daughter before he took his own life. An instance that could have been a tragedy was when the set for the interior of the McNeil house caught fire due to a pigeon that flew into a circuit box. This in itself is rather creepy, but what adds another level to it is that there was one room of the set that was untouched by the destruction, Regan's room. So those were some facts about The Exorcist that you might not have known. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like to let me know. And leave a comment down below telling me what other movies you'd like to see me dig up some facts about. Also, don't forget to share this video to help the channel grow, and subscribe for more videos like this. See you later.